Yo, KNB chat. There's only 3 people in here somewhere, like 5 people, but it's okay. People are gonna see it afterwards.
Here, I'll bring it in. So,
Anyways, guys. So we have the award predictions. It's been a while since we've done this. We're about to get busy into it. We can just hop right. Oh wait, let me just swap the streams over. Well, anyways, I have 2 guests with me today. TK couldn't make it, so I got my guy Vasil. He's gonna do his
Yo,
own
what's up?
predictions. And then we got Mr. Doesn't do anything. No, I'm kidding. We got Mr. Head of Media, Admiral Hiruzen. That guy's a bot.
whatever, man. I'm here. Yes, there.
But yeah, let me just get it into it, bro. Let's just get into it, guys. So
Yep.
we leveled up on our production team. Production team did a lot of work out here. So
Holy shit.
yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be
Shout
going
out to
with
Sense.
yeah, shout out Sense, bro. We're gonna be going with 6 Man of the Year first, and let's hop right in, bro. First slide, bro. Oh shoot, I just trolled. Anyways, um, so unanimously, everyone put Zpud in. Admiral, tell me about Zpud, bro. Tell me about him.
It wasn't unanimous. Salem put Zpud for me.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what I don't know what I guess I would probably would have put Pud if I had known that he was actually gonna play in the playoffs, but Pud's a great player. I mean, we all know he's one of the best, most offensively gifted players in this league. I was surprised when they shifted him out of the starting lineup. I low key think that's an indication that Pud might not play. I don't know what the whole deal is. Obviously, it's my team, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think Pud's in the Discord as well,
yeah.
so
Well, let
I would
me.
have Pud as
Yeah,
my.
yeah.
In, in an ideal world, I'd probably have Pud as my pick, but the pick that I made, obviously reflecting back on it, without the knowledge of Pud, I said Chosy. Chosy's on the bench for his team. I think he's a starting caliber player in this league for sure. Especially coming off the bench for a team that definitely could use him for sure. So I think that Chosy's probably my pick. But if Pud's gonna play, then it's probably Pud.
Wait, so what do you think, bro? What do you think? What do you think about the 6 Man of the Year? Because the 6 Mans actually matter this time because
Um,
it's the games are forced, so they actually do matter.
yeah, well, I mean, just looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Pud, I really wouldn't like count him as a six man. Like, I think the award technically should go to him, but I mean, that's just how it goes.
I think if he's able to play, which I think he might play, and he makes a comeback, because BK is gonna have to play the first couple series, I think. But if Pud can make a comeback for potentially the finals or semifinals, then he will end up being the 6 Man there because his impact is gonna be that, bro. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
like how it is, like VK has played more games than Pud, so that's why he's not like a starter in the All Star game or he's in the All Star game because he didn't play. So, anyways, let's move on to the MIP. And MIP was one that was not unanimous. There, a lot of people had different. Well, this wasn't unanimous here, but you'll see. So where am I going next? Shot? Oh, there we go. So I'll go start off first. For my most improved player, I have Ash. Now, when I think about most improved player, I really think about like who was in the mud in the last season, who was a bad player at that time, uh,
Hmm.
and I think about like what they're doing now and what they're becoming because you can't have a player who was good in the past who was dropping like 50 in the past and then they're dropping 50 now or something like that because they improved or they were trash one season or whatever. So for that, I have Ash, and Ash just took a big step. He's really improved his game. He's good all around. He's been hooping and ranked. He's a solid player now, bro. I can't lie. It's not no nepotism, no bias towards him. He's just a solid player overall now.
Yeah, I think Ashton, he definitely has to show out more in the playoffs for me to believe in him. But I definitely think that he's definitely improving as a player for
Yeah.
sure, a lot more than I thought he would. But I'd have to see. I don't know. He's won a filler in the past, and he's shown like solid point guard play. So I just have to see something better out of him for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Okay. So you go with Yanni or you have a different?
Yeah. So this isn't my list, but so far I do agree with TK's picks. I would actually pick Yanni as my most improved because every season, especially last season, well actually I guess it wasn't really different any last season. They always call him the cardio man, and I'll be honest, the stats really do show that he does run cardio. But I mean, just looking at last game and seeing him playing ranked, like last game he had 33, 8, and 8 on amazing efficiency. So I see a great improvement from him. But it might also be, the quarters just being way longer, but the efficiency, hey, is there, bruh.
And Admiral, with your pick, bro, let him know.
Yeah, I picked Sense. I mean, Sense made a huge splash in the preseason for sure. He's definitely been like a solid player in the past, but if he can keep up, like he dropped a 50 ball, and they were sure again it wasn't against like a premier team or anything, but I think if he can keep up that level of production at least somewhat, like maybe even drops like 30 or 40 in the playoffs, even in a loss, I just truly believe that he really show levels. Like I don't know, Sense has never been that type of guy to be like not to say that he's the main guy, but never been the main scorer on the team or been the guy dropping all the big numbers. So yeah, I definitely think Sense is my pick here. He's a solid player, and I believe in him this season for sure.
Respect, bro. Respect. I mean, like I said, I said in chat, I was gonna put Baby Goat, but I feel like Baby Goat was coming off the Rookie of the Year like a couple seasons ago, and I think he did play. Did he play last season?
Yeah, he was Rookie of the Year last season.
Yeah, yeah. So he was already
He
good.
was?
Like you can't really, obviously he took strides, but he was already good. Like a Rookie of the Year isn't like he's competing for like the, he's competing for like all team first and stuff like that, bro. MIP they're not really competing for first all team and stuff like that, bro. It's like a bad player who's becoming insane or like a player who's really showing their potential. I don't think any of these guys here are bad. So, anyways, for
Yeah, this
Rookie of
isn't
the
the
Year,
NBA, man.
yeah, for Rookie of the Year, man. Rookie of the Year, you guys are gonna be surprised. No one's gonna be surprised. I'll be honest. It's a unanimous vote. You guys are gonna look at it. It's Baby Dame, my guy, Baby Dame, bro. Look at him. Who wants to talk about Baby Dame? Yo, Vasil, I know
Nah, I
you
really
love
don't. No, I actually don't want to talk about him. Admiral, what's your thoughts?
I don't know. There's not a lot of rookies in KNB for sure, but I think Dame is. I mean, he might be like he might be doing poorly on ranked, but I think that he's improving. He's a rookie. He's one of the few rookies who actually gets playing time as well, and I don't know. There's not a lot to say. I just think he's a solid rookie, and he's my vote for Rookie of the Year. I don't know. I don't see anyone else taking it from him.
Hey, I mean, bro, Baby Dame. There is other rookies. I think, like some of the teams that came into the league, they had a bunch of new players. I think a couple of teams that do have rookies. Like, I think Pancake maybe has one. Um, and then I think some other teams also had some as well, but they didn't play or they didn't play that well because they faced a hard matchup and they didn't make the playoffs. Um, so that was the reason why like some of them didn't make it on. But if they did have that chance to do that, maybe they could compete with it. But Baby Dame, like compared to all these other players, he's very good. Like Kess is another player who could have got it, but I haven't seen too much from Kess. He did play good in his first game, but I do think Baby Dame is a little better. He has the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough of my yapping on that. Anyways, with the next now we're getting into the actual like big awards where like these awards right here, these are ones where you're gonna be talking about them like a year from now, and you're gonna go like, yo, I won this award over you, and this is MS season, this is Speckless, bro. This is where these awards are like really shining, and I'm just gonna go right into it, bro. With my pick, I have Xmas Krieg. Big shocker, bro. I didn't put the juice. I put Xmas Krieg, and the reason why I put Xmas is because I actually believe Xmas is gonna make that stride this season. He is gonna become the guy who's gonna become an offensive focal. Like let's be real. This guy makes every single open shot. He makes really difficult shots. If he's wide open, he'll make it. If he's has like a slight burn, he'll make it. I really think that he's gonna become that guy on Kamizaki, where he's the offensive focal, paired with Dojan, paired with Yuki finding him. He's gonna become that guy.
No, I think
Facts.
Xmas is a great player. I mean, we've seen him put up like very good numbers in MS seasons. I mean, look at what he did before he was Himuro in that MS season. I think that was what season 7, I think was that last MS season. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was putting up numbers. He was almost he probably could have been Mito in that season, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean Opoy's always a close battle, I feel like, between a couple of players. But yeah, I think Xmas is great. I guess if I'm yapping, I might as well get into my pick. I picked Ake. I mean, there's not a lot to say. Ake is one of the premier players in this league. He's one of the best at offense, like bar like maybe like a couple of people. I think this season, especially like on Kamizaki with a team fully stacked of players, I think Ake is just gonna show it all off. I mean, I picked him in the All Star game for a reason. I think this guy is one of the best, and I think this is the season where he really shows it. I mean, even in the preseason, he was dropping like a 25 bomb in the Mercies. Like this guy is just full out like one of the best, and I hope this is the season that he gets to prove it.
Well, my OPOI pick. I mean, TK put Shin, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to go with Salem here. I
Whoa,
think
whoa.
Xmas is gonna win that
Oh,
OPOI.
wait, I thought you said it's me, bro. What the hell? My bad.
Huh? No, oh
My
no,
bad.
what? Oh, you're trash. What the hell? Bro, who the hell?
Yo,
No,
my
no,
bad. Yo, my bad.
I gotta go with Salem's pick of Xmas Creek. I think he's gonna win the Facil Season Award. He's lucky. He's kind of tough
Wait.
a
The
little
Facil
bit.
Season Award?
Yeah.
You
I
mean the
mean,
RTM Mag Award?
no, no, I ain't gonna lie. I snatched his chain.
Okay, my bad. Okay, my bad. My bad for cutting you
Yeah,
off.
no. So it's low-key a little bit of bias, because I rep my Kamazaki boys, but Xmas Krieg is definitely, in my opinion, like I'm not gonna lie, I think he's the most talented shooting guard. I think he's definitely up there for like the most efficient in the league in terms of not even just 3-point shooting, but just overall. I think if you need someone to take a shot, in my opinion, like he can score on all three levels, and I would trust him every single
He's a
time.
big
But
player.
there's also
Yeah, he's a big
talent.
player, bro.
There's talent like Ake on his team, so he would never be like need to be put in that position. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yo,
very happy with my pick.
foul!
Yo, this
Sorry.
guy's talking watching the Miami game, bro. Like he's a muppet. But still, I like your pick, bro. Honestly, like it's a very low key pick, and
Hmm.
a lot of these guys are talking about like Baby Goat as offensive player of the year. I'll be honest, like I think in the big leagues when it actually matters, unfortunately, I think Baby Goat can hang with all these other players. I really think Baby Goat is like a 16 mil, 18 mil level player right now, and he has the potential to be 20 mil. But his team is not on that level. So when they face a team
Yeah.
that's good, he is not gonna get the ball like that. He's still gonna be hooping, but unfortunately, it won't be on the same level. So yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, now the next one with another unanimous decision. Big shocker! You guys are gonna be so surprised from this. Defensive Player of the Year, Shinzerald. Shin. And honestly, I really think this is true in terms of defense. I think Shin is probably the best defensive player in KNB for the past like 7 seasons. Um, like he's really tough, bro. He is tough. But this is really like dependent on if people are gonna shoot on because people are gonna avoid this guy at the end of the day. He's gonna be OPGing. He will be guarding the best player, but he is gonna be avoided. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but it's gonna be very tough for him to actually win it if they don't shoot on him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's always what deep boy comes down to because at the end of the day, there's a bunch of defensive beasts in the season, and
Mm-hmm.
people are smart. People like to shoot on people. There's been Yuki's won it for sure, and then people stop shooting on Yuki, and people stop shooting on everybody. So, yeah, I mean, look what happened to Tyron. People stop shooting on Tyron, stuff like that. I agree with Salem. It's definitely just an award of how are these guys going to try and take you? But even then, like even if guys try and avoid Shin is always in the action. I mean, in the preseason, he had what a 10 steal game, 10 steal,
Mm-hmm.
2 block game. So yeah, I mean, this he's one of the best, man. So it's always gonna be hard to count him out for an award like Depoy. He's the one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best.
Yeah.
Um,
So
for my pick of defensive player of the year, I guess I'll go with Shin, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm really torn between Shin and Yuki. I
mm-hmm.
really think Yuki could be in contention for defensive player of the year just because like he has so much like on ball pressure. I think if you have him on OPG, like I think he's like almost always gonna get that stop with how he is. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, he's not always on OPG. The low key I've been seeing like Kamazaki they're placing Dojin more OPG more often, but I mean, nothing to say about it. I think though, if Kamazaki does place Yuki on a role where he's like being a actually contributing defensive player, I think he's gonna win DPOI.
That's fair.
But I'll
That's
pick
fair.
Shin.
Yeah, I think it's really dependent. I think there's a lot. It's up for grabs because it's really like whoever gets the OPG stops is really wins defensive player of the year. It's not really about who's getting blocks because no one really,
Yeah.
no one is gonna shoot on Shin. No one's gonna really shoot on Yuki like that. I think Yuki is like what you're saying is true because if he's on point guard, I feel like Kamizaki is more like or Kamada is more likely to take them. Doji Mizaki is more likely to take Yuki out of everyone else. They'll take Xmas and Yuki out of everyone else probably. So yeah. Anyways, with the last category, we have MVP, and MVP is really one where I think it's up for grabs, and I think these guys can agree with me is that we all have different choices, we all have different ideas of who it could be, and it's really one where we're gonna see like this season who is the focal of that team and who is the person who's really like the glue of the team. And without further ado, Vasil, why don't you start it off, bro? Why don't you start it off?
All right. Well, TK's pick was Yuki, and honestly, I hate this pick from him because he picked Shin as DPOY and Shin as OPOI. I don't know how it's possible for him to win both the awards but not MVP. It just doesn't even make sense. But I can see Yuki being MVP, but nah, he wouldn't be my pick. I'm just gonna ignore Salem's pick.
Yeah.
My pick would actually be Maud. I ain't gonna lie. I actually think he's like he does so much on the floor that I think he's gonna just like pad the stats. Like not on purpose, but he's gonna have so much on the stat sheet that I think is gonna be undeniable for him to win MVP. But nah,
Mm.
Salem, go ahead. Tell me about
Well,
what's your pick.
Let Admiral talk about Mal because he has Mal as well. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, I have Mount as well. I mean, Visco said it all. I don't think it's really stat padding. I think Mount just does all of that on the stat sheet and does what you need off the stat sheet as well. I mean, this guy he already won MVP last season. Even if it was a spectful season, like even Mount in speckless season has shown that he is one of the best players, if not the best player. This guy is one of the best in the league at whatever he wants to do. He's played almost every position in the league. He's playing center for the first time. I think center's a great position this season as well. In particular, like we've seen a bunch of people. I mean, obviously the center. Not everyone's on center who should be on center, but I think center's just a great position this season. And seeing him out on it, I mean, I think he's a lock for probably a lock for Murrah as well. So I mean, I don't know. It would just be hard to be seeing anyone else like win MVP. And I did have other people. I gave Salem like 3 picks of people who I had for MVP, but I think at the end of the day, it's probably Maud. But I can see it changing depending on who wins the finals. Really, like who really stands out in that game. So we'll see what happens, man. Go ahead, Salem. Let's hear your pick about
Okay.
Dojin.
I know everyone is looking at this and thinking I'm a troll. Like everyone's thinking like, bro, you just put Brawny up there, like you're just stupid, bro. You know, like everyone's saying that. But look, I really think, and from seeing ranked, I really think Dojin's game has really improved. I actually think that Dojin is on the level of a 20 mil this season, and I really think that is true to the bottom of my heart. No like favoritism, no bias. Dojin has took that leap this season. His OPG has actually improved a lot. He's like a big threat in OPG. Dojin's offense has actually taken a big leap as well. Like Dojin has become a player who's able to make those open shots when you need it. He's able to make that cut. He's a playmaker. He's like the glue of the team. Like he'll go screen. Like if you see him play in ranked, obviously ranked is not correlated to how the league operates, but you'll see like when he gets the ball, he's looking at every single option. I really think that's what the MVP is. Is he's like that kind of Jokic player. He's looking for other options. He's trying to play make for his team. He's if he has a shot, he's gonna take it, and his defense is pretty much locked down at this point. His defense is on that level where I can say that he's approaching Shin's level of defense. It's not Glaze, bro. It's not Glaze. I really think he's at that level. I don't know what you guys think. You guys can weigh in your opinion.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
your
I mean,
opinion's dog shit.
my
Sorry,
yeah, no. I can tell you my opinion.
that's
Mm.
my
For KNB, if I was a sports bettor, I would literally never bet on Dojin, even if my
Yo,
life depended on it, because
yo.
of how inconsistent his stats are and how inconsistent he plays the game. He's good at OPG,
Mm.
but like 50% of the time for some reason.
I think he's
He makes
ready.
his
I
shot,
think he's ready.
but
He's ready.
from game to game, like in ranked, I see him. He'll play one game, he's showing 90%, and the next game he'll go like 2 for 13. Like this is not someone I can bet on
bro.
to
I'm sorry.
correlate
We gotta
the
stop
stats.
talking about like rank. Like I'm sorry, this guy's on Kamizaki. He's on one of the most stacked teams this season, like top 2 stacked team. And
No,
we're
but
talking about like in ranked, he can stand out because I'm sorry, on ranked you're gonna be with a bunch of other people who are not as good as you. Every single person on Kamizaki is as good, if not better, than Dojin. And there's just
I
no
agree with you. No,
universe where
look,
I
hey,
see
look,
this
okay, look,
guy
okay, look, Admiral, Admiral,
putting up the stats like
look,
in comparison to
okay,
other
look.
players.
Okay, when you look at Kami's okay, when you look at Kamada, for example, we know the glue of the team, the leader of the team is Rispute. We know that guy's the vocal point of the team, and Rispute is that guy. But for Kamizaki, I think that spot is open, and I think that's Dojin. Dojin is the person who's the leader of that team. He's gonna be the most vocal. He's gonna be making the plays. Like you guys have to realize that Dojin's game isn't just like from the ISO. Like he can ISO now, but he is really like he's
wait,
taking a
him?
step to do everything. He's like a good all arounder player. He's gonna be very vocal, making plays. I think he's gonna be that Jokic level player, bro. Like, he's just that guy doing
Okay,
everything.
okay. So I'm noticing, you know, it seems like bias almost.
Yo, yo,
We calling Dojin Jokic, and it's 2026.
bro, he's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough, bro. Okay,
Like,
look.
I think we need.
Okay,
I
look.
think we
Okay,
need
look.
to move.
No, look. Okay, look at Kamizaki. Okay, I think what they're missing, Kamizaki is a great talented team. What they're missing is that person who's gonna step up and be that leader, for that team. and I think Dojin has that ability to be that leader, but he will have his stats like reflected to that. So, everyone's hating on him, bro. But I really think like everyone in chat like Dojin is levels above you, anyways. So I don't know why anyone should be able to talk about him, bro. Like Dojin is like 100 times better than anyone
Fact.
else talking in chat right now. So,
Fact.
so if you guys don't believe, I'm telling you, you guys will see it in the season, bro. Is that he will level up, and that's my take.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's better than everyone in chat, he's not better than the guys on his team. No offense to Dojin, great player, but I'm sorry, bro. This guy's not.
I mean,
This guy's just not winning MVP on Kamizaki, man. All love to Dojin.
no, but no, I see where Salem's coming from. I don't think it has anything to do with how good or like the people that are on the team are
Yeah,
better
so
than
it's
him.
not about
If
the
if what
talent,
Salem
bro. It's
if
not about the
Salem if
talent.
what Salem says is true and that Dojin is can and will be the glue of the team and he can like be that player, then it's not even like it's not unbelievable for him to become a Jokic type player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
Surrounded by
that
the like the
yeah.
player that he is, if he becomes the glue, it's just gonna make his like it's gonna look so much better for him.
Yeah.
But
Like, look, okay, look.
my
I
point is that I just
yeah.
don't think he will be that player.
But look, I think like for example, like Rasputin is that type of player on Kamada. But the thing is that I really think like when we look at MVP, I think we should have a different idea of MVP because some stats are going to be very similar. Like you're going to have Sammy, for example, dropping 30 points with maybe 10 in another stat, and you're going to have someone else on Kamada doing the same thing. And it's going to be very similar. I really think, like for example, like if you don't have a player on your team who's trying to play make, being that leader, if you took that person off the team, for example, if Dojin becomes that player, then Kamizaki just goes to ruin. Like if you replaced any other player, like if you said you replace like another player who's not as impactful in that aspect as Dojin, and you took him out, are they gonna have the same success as that person? If for example, if you took a Dispute out of Kamada and you replace it with someone else who's the same like salary cap, is that like like cohesiveness of the team is like the effect of like that player, is it going to be the same? That's what we should be thinking about MVP. It's not just about stats, I feel like.
No, I 100% agree. But I just no, I honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think your take is bad at all. It's just I can't sit here and say
It's a
Dojin is the
reach. It's a
MVP
reach. It's a
until I
reach.
see it.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
a
to see
reach.
him. I know for a fact what you're saying is true because I know Dojin has the potential, but I can't say it because I want him to work. I want him to work for people to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I see potential, I can't point out that oh yeah he might be. Nah, I need to see
Yeah.
him perform like it.
Yeah, but my backup for this would be Rispute. I think Rispute would probably be like it's between those two for me. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but if you guys have any last words, bro, anything you guys want to say?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah, wait,
People,
I got some
Yeah.
last words.
people are asking.
I just need everybody to know that regardless of the MVP talks, don't worry about it because Mount is getting that MVP. That's the goat right there. Just watch out.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know. My last words are. I know everyone's asking about spec predictions. I don't know, Salem. What do you think about doing some spec predictions, man?
Yeah, I'll do
You
something like
interested?
that. Yeah, I'll do something like that. It's okay. We'll cook
Okay.
some.
All
I'll
right.
cook some
So
up.
we'll cook something up for spec predictions. But yeah, man. I hope everybody enjoyed. It was a good award prediction. I think we had some nuanced opinions. I think we all had differing opinions. I do appreciate what Salem has to say because he's presenting something new. And honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if Dojin managed to fulfill that Jokic role that
Yeah, no, I would
he's
be.
describing. Okay. I wouldn't be mad at it, but yeah, I think it's a good awards. I don't know what to say about Rookie of the Year. Rookie wears there's people have been informing me that Dame is out of the playoffs, so I don't even think he can.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, that's
eligible
crazy.
for Rookie of the Year.
Wait. Why is Zevil saying that's it in the chat? Even if there was more awards, you wouldn't win one, bruh.
Yo.
Anyways, yeah.